Hello everyone, and welcome back into another video. I'm FranklinTurtz, and I'm your internet turtle. Another year, another spooky time arrives in For Honor. Madam Many Legs will be visiting once more, but this time with some unique twists. There's a bunch to get into, so let's not waste any time and dive right in. The first big update is that Orochi is getting a new hero skin called Yoshiro the Damned. Yes, just when you thought they couldn't get any more anime, he weebs out even more. Reminds me a little of Demon Slayer, if I'm being honest. The skin itself is quite well designed, with a lot of unique and transformative aspects. You know, the things that make a hero skin, instead of that new armor that was passed off as a hero skin for Nobushi. The new skin comes fully equipped with a big, meaty demon arm.
What did you say, punk? Big, meaty claws!
I have a weird duality opinion in that the skin itself is cool, and I like it a lot. However, why is Orochi getting a second hero skin when plenty of heroes don't even have one? Even in their own faction. Take Shigoki for example. When are we getting the Shigoki bikini skin Yubi? We're waiting. I mean, I guess you could say that this is technically his first real hero skin, as opposed to the prior skin that he had, which was basically just a Temu Kensei cosplay skin. If you look at a glance at the new skin, it looks like it could have easily fit with Kyoshin too. But no, Orochi gets it instead. Anyway, to move on, the Jorogumo Halloween event will be returning. As was a surprise to literally no one, Lady Sayori has become the new Jorogumo, and has different features than the previous one we fought. The event itself plays very similarly to the original web of the Jorogumo event that took place years ago, but with some key differences and additions. Each week, new modifiers will be added to the event that makes things more difficult, such as single pick for hero selection, less healing, and even corruption debuffs on enemy attacks. They are also starting a community competition, where each week if you complete the event fast enough, you have the chance to win exclusive golden versions of ornaments you can unlock from naturally playing the event mode. This could be a fun twist that encourages folks to play the event more, depending on people's desire to collect fashion items. Personally for me, I don't use ornaments too much. A lot of the time I find them too big or distracting from the overall looks of what I'm trying to go for, but it's still a really neat idea, and I hope they have more of these in the future. Overall, W event. Finally, we move on to patch notes. A lot of these are very minor changes, so I'm going to let all of them play for a little bit, and then I'll give you my 2 cents afterwards. Alright, so let's discuss them a little. Revenge changes are going to be pushed to live, the ones that they were basically testing beforehand. Basically what's going to happen is you're going to get revenge based on actual damage that's done to you, and not damage that would have happened after certain modifiers and stuff like that, like hit stun and whatnot. The prior iteration that they had said that there was issues, because people were seeming to get revenge and stall a lot more than the devs really liked to see. Technically for me, I still never got any revenge, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Point A on Shard is getting the middle wall and the spikes removed, as the spikes were essentially magnetizing people into them if they got too close. And the wall was prone to a stalling game of Ring Around the Rosie that was incredibly lame. I'm not overly fond of them taking away map features, but I can agree that these two were definitely issues. Lawbringer is going to be losing some dodge frames on his side shoves, honestly a massively good change, and I say this as a genuine Lawbringer main. It was entirely too safe of a move, and it would dodge way too many things with just the one input. Centurion got his guard break range increased as well after feinting his punches. Basically what would happen is if you feinted your punch and the enemy would dodge, like dodge roll or something like that quick enough, you would just completely whiff your guard break and you wouldn't be able to catch them at all. Warlord, already at the bottom rungs of For Honor, is losing his stamina damage and stun on his crashing charge. I'm really not a fan of how they've been patch after patch removing stamina from the fight equation, as it's a big driving force of what makes this game special. Removing features from the game feels like they're just dumbing things down. At this point, with their continued trajectory, I really wouldn't be surprised if they straight up remove stamina bars from heroes entirely. Yorm's Hammer Slam is back to being a genuine threat damage-wise. It's rare you get it off now since it's lost its hyper armor, but hey, if you do get it off, it's going to be even stronger birth control. Orochi's zone got nerfed in that it won't hit as wide anymore external-wise. This was a very annoying thing to deal with when you were surrounding him because it didn't look like it would hit you, and all of a sudden it would hit you anyway. So I think this is definitely a very good quality of life change. Pirate no longer can do her dodge forward unblockable, hyper armored, soft feintable heavy, off of a heavy parry. and thank the Lord, because this was so stupid how free it was for her to get this move off. And finally, with Virtuosa, there were no massive changes or nerfs to her like some of the community have been asking for, but they did nerf the speed of her omnidirectional dodge lights. They noted that they were hard to react to with the prior speed, so they ended up slowing them down to 600 ms. They should be pretty easy to block now, and a lot more people are going to even be able to parry it. So people that do play Virtuosa, you're not going to be able to spam those out as much as you'd like, I think. Feel free to roll the video back so you can see any of the other changes you may be interested in, but these are probably the biggest ones that they had discussed at the time. Overall, I think the Den was pretty solid. The hero skin for Orochi is really good, but I'm upset that they continue to skip over other heroes that haven't even had one yet. The event should be pretty fun, as the prior one years ago was also pretty fun, and the patch notes were a lot of quality of life things that were needed, so definitely a W there. Although some changes in damage values were definitely a little more questionable, and I'm worried the game continues on the trend of getting dumbed down. But what do you think? You excited to get webbed up by Spider Mommy? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm FranklinTurtz, and I'm your Internet Turtle. Stay turtly, stay awesome, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!